Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this.
The Civil War was testing whether the United States, which was founded on liberty and equality, could survive. Thus, Lincoln expressed the magnitude of the Civil War. What was at stake was not simple lives, or money, or government control, but the very foundation upon which the United States was founded.
The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here.
Lincoln acknowledges that anything he or anyone else says at this ceremony are just words, and those words are nothing compared to what the soldiers gave during that battle. He and others come to Gettysburg to dedicate the cemetery ground, but he states that by struggling and spilling blood and dying on that battlefield, the soldiers themselves have already dedicated, hallowed and consecrated the area.
It is rather for us to be here, dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain. That this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom. And that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Lincoln says that the people are there to be dedicated to the unfinished work of the devoted soldiers, that is, the preservation of the Union and its ideal of liberty and equality. If the Union were to give up on the Civil War, and many people support making connection to the South to end the war, then these soldiers' death would be in vain, or meaningless. This is both a call to action and a justification for continuing the war.